Does life feel chaotic and busy all the time? No matter where you are or what you're doing, it feels like there's some sort of pressure to do something or be something, whether that's put on you by someone else or so often put on us by ourselves. Even in moments that are supposed to be peaceful, we struggle to turn off our thinking. We're sitting there often thinking about the future or the past. In just a moment, I'm going to lead you through a guided meditation. I invite you to find a place where you're comfortable to either lay down or sit, and to focus on being present in this moment and enjoy this meditation. I hope that it can help you find that sense of inner calmness and peace. As we begin this simple mindfulness meditation, take a moment to settle down in a chair, making yourself comfortable as best you can, allowing your gaze to be soft and somewhat unfocused if your eyes are open. At any point, you can close your eyes if you want to, bringing your awareness to how you are sitting in the chair and where your body makes contact with the chair. Where on your body do you notice contact with the chair? What do you notice about it? Maybe adjusting your body so that you are sitting with your legs uncrossed and feet flat on the floor. Now perhaps noticing the backs of your legs resting against the chair, and the bones at the bottom of your pelvis, the so-called sitting bones, providing a stable base on the chair. Your lower and middle back may be supported by the back of the chair. You are sitting upright but not stiff, allowing your shoulders to relax down away from your ears and gently guiding your chest to be a little bit lifted. Your head is centered, balanced comfortably between your shoulders. Allowing your chin to lower slightly. Taking on this posture each time you practice will teach your body and mind that it is time to quiet and to pay attention in a different way than we are typically used to. And knowing that while you are practicing, it is always okay to adjust your body when you need to do so, always being kind to your body as you practice. Now, taking a few moments to get in touch with the movement of your breath and the sensations of your body. Bringing your awareness to the physical sensations of how your breath is coming into the body. Notice how your breath comes in through the nostrils, past the back of the throat, and down into the lungs. Notice how the breath moves out. As you breathe in and the air moves into your lungs, your chest lifts slightly and your body may balloon out, making room for more air to fill the bottom of the lungs. As you breathe out, your belly goes back in toward the spine, like you've let the air out of a small balloon, and your lungs gently release the air back through the back of your throat and out the nose. Take a few minutes to feel the sensations as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Noticing your breath come in and out like a gentle ebb and flow of a tide, rising and falling away with each breath. There is no need to try to control the breath in any way, just paying attention and watching the breath as it comes in and goes out. Experimenting with also bringing this viewpoint of observing without trying to control the experience to the rest of this practice. There is nothing that needs to be fixed while you practice. No particular state to be achieved. You are simply experimenting with allowing your experience to be your experience, without needing it to be other than it is. You are simply an observer, paying attention in a way that we don't usually do. Continuing to focus your attention on all the little details of breathing in and breathing out over and over again, without needing to change it in any way. Sooner or later, usually sooner, your mind will wander away from the focus of the breath to thoughts, planning, daydreams, drifting along, whatever. This is perfectly okay. It is simply what our minds do. It's not a mistake or a failure. When you notice that your awareness is no longer on the breath, noticing what has captured your attention, and then gently bring your awareness back to a focus on the changing pattern of physical sensations of the breath, paying attention once again to the ongoing in-breath and the ongoing out-breath, like the ebb and flow of a gentle tide. If you notice yourself getting sleepy, simply notice that, and bring your focus back to the breath. You may choose to experiment with opening your eyes, allowing your gaze to be soft and unfocused. If you find yourself feeling an emotion, perhaps boredom, sadness, calm, or irritation, just note that, and then gently bring your awareness back to the breath, over and over again. It is perfectly okay if you notice that you are frequently needing to bring your mind back to the breath. And now, allowing your focus of attention to expand around the breath to include a sense of the physical sensations throughout the entire body. You're still aware of the movement of the breath, but that awareness is in the background as you shift your focus of attention to an awareness of the physical sensations where the body makes contact with the chair, the sensations of touch, pressure, or contact with the feet with the floor, the sensations of touch, pressure, whatever it is that you may be experiencing. You might also become aware of other sensations in your body that call for your attention. For instance, an itch or a tickle, perhaps an ache that you hadn't been aware of before sitting quietly, or it could be a painful sensation that you deal with on a daily basis. For now, experimenting with simply observing this sensation and noticing what happens. Does the physical sensation take on a different quality? Does it begin to go away or grow in intensity? Are thoughts or emotions tied to this sensation? Experimenting with simply observing the sensation and maybe becoming aware of the separation of the situation from the thought that labels it or the emotion that may come along with it. If, as you are observing a sensation, say an itch, you decide to scratch the itch, that's perfectly okay. Go ahead and make whatever adjustment you need to make. Scratch or shift in posture, whatever you need to do to be kind to your body at this particular moment in time. And then, as you gently allow your focus of attention on physical sensations to fade into the background, bringing your attention to any sounds inside or outside of the room. Noticing as you focus your attention on sounds that you may become aware of noises you hadn't noticed before paying attention to them. Noticing that you might be attracted to particular sounds and judging other sounds to be unpleasant, perhaps wishing for certain sounds to go away or be different somehow. Just noticing these judgments about the sounds and experimenting with letting the judgments go and focusing your attention on the sound itself, as if the noise were just sound waves with no particular meaning. And noticing where your focus of attention is right now. Simply noting that and letting it go. Bringing your attention now to any thoughts that are floating through your mind. Knowing that our minds are very busy with all kinds of thoughts. It's as if our mind is a superhighway for thoughts. So our minds will naturally drift in and out of thinking. Just noticing what thoughts you might be having now. How certain thoughts might grab for your attention, sweeping you along the superhighway. Just noting the thought and then experimenting with letting it go. Maybe refocusing your attention on the in-breath and out-breath. Riding the ebb and flow of the breath. And then noticing that your mind has wandered onto a thought or feeling. Noting it and gently bringing your focus of attention back to the breath. As we get practice with observing our thoughts instead of judging them, we realize that thoughts and emotions are pretty short-lived. They come and go unless we get swept into the thought superhighway by them and are carried along for a while. With practice, we begin to notice when that happens, and just continue experimenting with letting the thought go as we bring our focus of attention back to the breath over and over and over again. Maybe even noting that our thoughts are really just discharges that the brain makes. When we view our thoughts this way, it takes the emotional punch out of some of the things we get hung up on. It's as if you are sitting on the side of the thought superhighway and watching thoughts and emotions and sensations come and go like little cars going by. When you notice that you have been taken for a ride on one of the thoughts or emotions or sensations, that you are being carried down the highway, simply noting that and bringing yourself back to the side of the road, observing and watching the thoughts and emotions and sensations pass by. This is a new way to deal with experiences that have a strong pull on our awareness. Now, as we come to the last few moments of this practice, wherever your attention is right now, simply bring your focus back to your breathing. Focus on the fullness of the in-breath and the fullness of the out-breath. Maybe noticing any thoughts or emotion about this practice session coming to an end. Perhaps you feel impatience, relief, or even disappointment. Maybe a tendency to judge what you have just done as if there is a right or a wrong way to do this. Simply note what is going through your mind as you become aware that you are nearing the end of this sitting, and then let those thoughts or emotions float on by as you sit on the side of the thought superhighway, simply observing your breath. And when you are ready, bringing your awareness back into the room where you are sitting, maybe rolling your shoulders a little bit, stretching your arms, wiggling your fingers and toes, and finally, opening your eyes, finished with the experiment of observing for now, but knowing that you can come back to it as you teach your body and mind to pay attention in a different way than we are typically used to doing.
Hi, I'm Jessica with Aspire Counseling in Columbia, Missouri. The meditation that you just heard came from this book, Cognitive Therapy for Chronic Pain. I am on a bit of a mission to help spread mindfulness. So if you would like more information about mindfulness, or I will continue to upload meditations as I get them recorded, you are welcome to head on over to our website at www.aspire, ASPIRE, counseling mo.com/mindfulness. Again, that's www.aspirecounselingmo.com/mindfulness. And hopefully I can continue to provide you with some resources as you move along your mindfulness journey. Thank you.